How do? Right, today's plan is I'm going to turn it on its side so I can clean the bottom properly. Well, probably easier. So what I'm going to do is put braces across. One lower down underneath here, going to that side, and one from that plate there to this plate here. And then hopefully when it goes on its side, it shouldn't just squash. Perhaps. So we'll see. So we'll get this done, and then I will go turn it on its side. I just want to got another strop, and I've got another block and tackle, so we might need to use two possibly. We will see. Okay. So what I've done, as you can see, I just bolted the strut, and I managed to pick up the rear body mounts under there as well, which actually gives you somewhere to put the axle stands now. So what major parts that are going to touch down are the B pillar and A pillar. So the way I'm going to do it, I think, is I'm going to try and keep it in the air until the sill touches down, because I don't want to fold over there. There's a flat piece underneath the sill, which I don't want to, if I touch that down first, I'm a bit worried it's going to fold over. What I'm going to do as well is cut this red piece back, because otherwise, yeah, I want to put it flat on that edge really, which the way, as I started to say before I interrupted myself, the way I'm going to do that is put, I don't know, maybe 5 carpet tiles or something down in both those areas, and then should be reasonably padded then. Famous last words. But yeah, with the stands there, those front stands, like the pink stands, it's all for charity. They're right on the top of there, so they're a little bit wobbly. Back one's pretty good now, but still it's going to be a lot easier with the body on side. So I think that is our next challenge. Well, my challenge. You get to laugh at me if it goes wrong.
This is a Chucky Beat production.
So as you may have noticed, we nearly went a little bit wrong, but I am going to do is going to bolt some diagonal supports down to the floor, and then it can't go anywhere. But yeah, that pretty much achieved. So sat on the door pillars and that flat one at the front. So yeah, the major objective is to strip the boot and also get on with these front wings and engine bay, which I now can. So yeah, that could have gone a lot worse. I'm just going to rejig the straps. So I'm going to bring one round this side just so it can't fall down on me. I don't think it will. It's pretty stable. Nice. Okay, so I've just put what I've done is put a strap around the other side so we can't go in either direction. They're not actually under tension because it's actually more stable sat on the floor. Got the chassis out. Some chassis fabricators are interested. They only make Austin Healey 3000 chassis, so they're interested in at least having a look, possibly copying it, but we'll see what they say. So I've just put out some stands so it looks a bit more presentable and they can see what they're doing. But they've just, that comes off, opened a powder coating and blasting plant at their place. So I was hoping they might blast it for us, possibly. Yeah, so fire up the heat gun and get on with the cleaning. See how this comes out. Right, it's a bit later on the same night. I'm not going to turn the heater off because it's like 3 degrees here. This is the underneath the boot floor. A couple of little pinholes there, and a few on that one section. That's where the fuel tank goes, so debris gets on top of it. My technique for taking the under seal off is heat it up with a heat gun, scrape it off with a chisel, heat it up again, use a wire brush on a drill to get the residual off. Then there's a cleaner which takes the dregs off, which is TF90 fast drying solvent. And then 40 grit on an orbital sander just to give it a key then. So it's just plodding on with it really, it's one of those things. We want the underneath to be pretty nice standard, and I'll be honest, if I was lying on my back doing this, I wouldn't be going for anywhere near the same standard. Whereas at least with it on its side, it's doable. So I'm gonna, before the cold gets me, probably finish off that panel because I've still got the, you can see the bottom bit still got a clack on it. So clack, black stuff. So I'll finish that panel, I think, and that might be me done for the night then. There is still some bits of surface pitting rusty stuff, but we'll get that with a rust converter, should be fine. So yeah, making some progress. It's shiny, so I don't know whether to be nicer not to do stone chip really, because I want to do body colour underneath is the plan, and we can get all up underneath the dashboard there and in the back as well now. So I don't know, I have tried the Eastwood restoration stuff. It's like a 2-part thing, I can't remember what it's called now. But I think I'm going to want to spray it on because I kind of want it smooth, but we'll have to have a look what's original, and also make the decision how original we want it to be. You can see the 2 braces that I've put in now, because I'm going to move back a bit. With the I ordered a gimbal last night for all the people who are annoyed by my wobbly. This is just my phone, and I'm holding a torch with the other hand. So I ordered a gimbal, so we'll see how good it is. It's only a cheap one. Forgot what I was saying now. Anyway, yeah, we'll finish that bit. Probably be me done for the night, I think. I'll put some gloves back on before I lose the feeling in my fingers. It's not too bad doing this because I got the heater blowing at my feet, and you're working with a heat gun, so you've got a bit of warmth around. But if you didn't use a heat gun, it's not impossible. You could probably blast it, but where you've got bits like that, if you blasted it, that would get bigger. So what I'll probably do is the copper plate technique, where weld doesn't stick the copper plate, so if you put copper plate behind, you can fill up the holes and then grind them off. That's the theory. Depends how thin it is, but it does, most of it looks like pretty good metal. I'm not sure why it's just pitted in, pinholed in that one area. But yeah, pretty happy with that really. So carry on plodding along. Alright, that's me done for one night. I got a bit more excited and did the panel behind the fuel tank goes on here. It's just the panel behind, there's a bit of chassis that goes up in there. That's where the chassis rear bolts go. So cleaned up all in there. There's a bit more surface rust and stuff, but nothing bad. I'm going to leave the horrible curved, which is going to be more difficult to do. Flat stuff's quite easy, you just heat it up and then use a big chisel like that one. Just a normal wood chisel, and that's not too bad. And then I've got a smaller chisel there for in grooves and things. But yeah, it's coming along pretty nice. Okay, hopefully we'll have more tomorrow. Take care, bye.